Hello everybody. Oh, hang on. I need to fall out of frame and get my gin and tonic. Hang on. How unprofessional. Okay, gin and tonic, this is almost the best drink in the world. The only thing that could make it better is if my friend Abigail were sitting right here next to me, imbibing and laughing at my jokes. But she's not, so here's to you, darling. I wish you were here, and I know you will be soon. Tonight's vlog is a response to a comment that Mystic Dandelion made on one of my videos. I made some comment about Paris, and she said, "Oh gosh, I was in Paris in, I think it was 93 or 94, and I didn't want to leave, and I wish I had a day-old croissant." She was so cute with her comment. And she said the only thing she didn't like about it was, or one of the only things, was that they wouldn't allow flash photography in the Louvre or in Versailles. Well, I promised you a story about the Mona Lisa, and here it is. Okay, I'm not going to go through my entire Paris story. It would take me hours, but I'm going to tell you this part. So, on the second day that we were there, and we were only in Paris for 2.5 days, my sister and I. On the second day we were there, I had a planned, slotted in for, oh, hang on. I need a stiff drink to remember this. To go to the Louvre. All right, so we were staying over in the 6th, which is the student quarter, I think, the Latin quarter maybe. Yeah, I guess it's the Latin quarter. Amid a lot of little textile shops and antique shops, and we were in a boutique hotel that was up above a, I don't know, a bookstore or something. It was très quaint. Anyhow, so what I did is I got us on our metro train, and I took us to the Arc de Triomphe, and a metro station is right there. You come out underneath the thing, and then you can walk. It's a 2-mile walk from the Arc de Triomphe to the Louvre, down the Champs-Élysées, or up it, I'm not sure which. And you're passing, you know, all these Chanel and Valentino and, you know, Blockbuster and McDonald's and Mercedes and, you know, Rite Aid. I mean, you just, it's interesting. It's just this big jumble. Very much like, down, you know, the Los Angeles shopping districts are. Just this mishmash of high and low brow. So, of course, even their low brow's highbrow. But anyway, so we're walking down the Champs-Élysées. Well, I'm sort of running because I have got this big long list of stuff we're going to do that day. My sister's kind of poking along behind, just want to enjoy everything. Well, we go through the Tuileries, which is this beautiful garden, past the big pool lake thing where kids float boats. It's just so neat, like something out of an Audrey Hepburn movie. And finally we get to the Louvre. You enter the Louvre through that pyramid thing that you see in pictures. So you go down, you know, an elevator, escalator thing, you come back up, you know, underneath the courtyard, and you're in the museum. Well, one interesting thing about the Louvre, and I just love this, and I got lots of pictures of these because they cracked me up. Everywhere you look, there's a little sign about this big with an arrow on it, either going in one way or the direction, and or the other direction, and it has the silhouette of the Mona Lisa. So no matter where you are in that big old place, you know which way to turn if you're trying to get to the Mona Lisa. So we saw everything on my list. I actually made a list of paintings and sculptures and stuff that I really wanted to see. And, you know, my sister was like, whatever, let's just see the art and get the hell out. I want a coffee. So I'm dragging her around, and I'm standing in front of, you know, a Vermeer, and I can't catch my breath, and then I stand in front of a Rembrandt, and, you know, I want to cry, and I was being very dramatic, and she was getting tired of it. Well, so finally, it's getting on towards afternoon, and I said, okay, well, we've got to see the Mona Lisa. Let's go see that last, and then we're out of here. So we did. We followed the little signs all over the place until we finally got in the corridor. Oops, I'm out of frame. we finally got in the corridor where the Mona Lisa is, and it's about midway down, or when I was there, it was midway down this corridor. Not a very wide corridor. I wouldn't say it was more than maybe 20 feet across, 15 feet. I mean, it wasn't very big. There were walls on either side. There was artwork on either side. Well, the Mona Lisa is this tiny little painting. I mean, I don't know, 15 by 17, I don't know what it is. It's not big. It's a smallish portrait. And it was sitting just amid everything else. It didn't have spotlights on it or angels singing underneath it or anything. It's just painting on the wall, right, like all the others. And with, of course, bulletproof glass in front of it. So we're walking up and we can see all these tourists, you know, primarily Japanese tourists, and they're huddled around this painting, and we could kind of glimpse a little bit of the top of it, and we knew we were there finally. So like Mystic Dandelion mentioned, you can't use flash photography, and the hall, of course, they hang everything so it doesn't get direct sunlight easily. So, you know, it was kind of dim, and there were people in front of it, and we, you know, said, okay, well, let's head in that direction. Okay, I swear to you, this is what happened. As we approached that damn thing, the sea of Japanese tourists parted and went their separate ways. Just as they parted and left the area free and clear, there wasn't anybody there but us. Just as that happened, the clouds passed away from the sun. The sun was coming down, and it was probably in just the perfect place in the sky to shine on to that painting and illuminate it. And so here we're standing alone in front of this beautifully lit image that is, you know, arguably the most well-known image in the Western world anyway, or certainly one of the top 5. And we had it all to ourselves. And it was like you could hear the angels singing. You could feel the, you know, the clouds rolling around under your feet. I mean, it was magical. I don't know how else to say it. And my sister and I, we looked at each other and we looked at her and we grasped one another's arms and we started crying. We stood there crying like fools for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes before some other people started to gather around. But we had that beautiful old bitch all to ourselves for this very long moment in time, and it was you know, really one of the most indelible memories that I will carry with me to my grave. So that's my story about the Mona Lisa, and why, if you're really lucky and very blessed and did something right in a past life, you will get to take a photograph of her beautifully illuminated, which I did, incidentally. Someday I'm going to share all my Paris photographs. But anyhow, so sometimes good things happen to, you know, moderately good people. So that's my story, and I've got more stories too, but that's what you're going to get right now. You guys have a lovely evening. Bye.